Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and I was like, what's good? Like, what do people look forward to every day? Like, what's everyone like? Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to, like, because I was thinking.
Yeah. I can't believe how skinny your dog looks.
I know.
I had to go away to see it. Do you know that? I when I went away, it's like, it's
she also got groomed.
I know, but it's her barrel of a body looks smaller.
Yeah. So like the average folk.
Yeah. What do they look like?
The average person.
Yeah.
Are you like, what are you excited about?
So I was thinking about this because I went on stories and I said this, I'll never forget. Like I think about it a lot when someone said to me, so this is it. It was just something that you don't say out loud, and I'll never forget the feeling like of dying laughing inside, thinking like, you go through your whole life to imagine what it's going to be like to be a grown up,
Yeah.
And then
at least you get to be an adult. Then you like get to maybe get married.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Like date someone, get engaged.
Yeah.
Get married.
Yeah.
Have babies.
Yeah.
Have baby showers.
Yes.
And then
flatline. And then the years of having small babies were so hectic that we didn't have time to even think. And we jam-packed those years with not just the babies, which would have kept us 100% busy. We also added. So like life was like, it was like so crazy, but we're the kind of people that could handle it. We could do like all of the work and all of the babies. But if you don't stop, then it's kind of good. It's like if you just keep going.
Like, people like what? Like, are they excited to like have a
dinner party,
like a brunch on like Italians like can on Sundays? Like, are you like, I can't wait to go sauce on Sunday? Or are you like, I can't wait to go?
It's like our like it's like we were given such like hot, like such a high standard of entertainment, for our lives, like that now the normal things that people look forward to, like canning, are too small for us.
Well, like,
do you know what I mean though?
Yeah. So what?
It's like we went too big.
Yeah, too soon.
That not too soon, because it's the right time, but like,
I'm like, is it retirement next?
Remember
when someone's like, how old's your youngest, that you're already talking about retirement? Like, and then is it going to be like, you get excited to die? Like, what is that? Like, what is this? I'm thinking to myself,
so many women must feel this time in their lives where it's like your kids could survive without you.
And they're so lucky. They get to do they're so lucky when I think
all the hobbies they get to do, and people just drive them to them and pay for it for them.
I'm just like, also you can do whatever you want.
I know.
Tonight you could go out and, I mean, it's so, I don't know if they know how lucky they are that they get to do and just be so young.
I know.
And like wake up and their face isn't puffy from sleep, or like they don't have a line on their face, or like,
I know
so
what you mean.
Easy.
Like, what are people looking forward to?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something, but it's like, because also we've lived a few of these years now. You know what I mean? Like a few of these years of not having babies. So now it's like, oh, so it's going to be the same next year? Like, it's like what? And then like they're going to slowly start. Kids are going to start leaving.
So then what do we do?
And like, do a lot of people maybe just not think about it?
Or like just get excited for your vacation once a year. Like, oh, I'm going away then I think I have all these people who have so much money. They go on all the trips, like all the time. And I'm like, can I see your bank statements? Can I see your 401k? I just want to look and see what it looks like in there.
And if you do it all the time too, is it still as exciting?
I think so.
Oh.
I think so. You just go to new places.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, I'm going to go to here. I've never been here. Well, I'm going to go here for the weekend.
Well, I was saying to someone, I was like, oh yeah. Like I was talking about my retirement plans. And then she said, you have a 10-year-old. She's got like almost grown kids. And she's like, slow down, lady. And I'm like, no, I'm like, you got to look forward to something. And then she was like, it's like, well, would you? And I'm like, I don't like the winter at all. So I would prefer to be somewhere warm. And then I'm like, well, what about you? Because she's like, I'm getting closer than you are. And she's like, I like the idea, if I have the time and the money to explore different places, I would never want to go to the same place over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I'd want to explore. I'm like, oh, well, that sounds good too. But I feel like I think people might have like low expectations.
No, I feel like
a garden. I wish if I could grow a garden, I could look forward to that.
And then you could have a garden all spring and summer and fall.
Like Oprah's garden. Like that would be something I'd wake up and want to go look at the garden. But
You'd get so bored so fast.
If I was successful, you think?
Yeah, I think you get bored after because you can only watch them grow so much.
I know. I obsess over them, and then I watch, and nothing happens, and I can't even grow one. So like that hobby that I tried to take on, I should really abort mission because I'm not good at it. I can't believe I'm not good at it.
I just don't think you have the patience.
I feel like I've tried everything.
No, you actually haven't set the garden up. Your husband has. You maybe have to give it. You're fake. But you're an imposter.
No, because when I did the seedlings, it's because I did too many. Because in my mind, I was like, overplant because a bunch won't make it.
You need to go on Pinterest.
And then they said they over. Oh, I have looked at everything.
You need to go live on Pinterest and actually maybe take a gardener course.
Oh. Boring. Oh God, no! I feel like it's all the content I watch in the summer is gardening, and I listen to all
but now I think it's starting now.
Okay, I should get on.
Like gardeners are starting. Like they're fertilizing. They're doing shit to their gardens.
I remember that. It's like I've lost confidence. I need a roof.
Huh? You need like what, a garden house?
Because my animals crawl on my wall to my garden. Because some people's garden beds are off the wall.
What about the people on the farm? They have like coyotes and shit.
I know.
You just don't.
They have
roofs.
You
have a roof?
I don't have a roof. I just have walls.
Your garden is small, and they're gonna put a roof on that garden. Your garden's like smaller than a playpen.
Oh, it's bigger than a playpen.
Not really.
It's like 6 feet.
That's not that big. That's like one of what can you grow in there?
I just want, you know what? I want somebody to come grow me a garden, or at least come drop off your produce once a week.
I think I'm just ready for spring. I'm ready for a new season.
Is that it?
What?
Is that it?
I hope so. I mean, I don't know what else there is to really look forward to right now, other than a new season, sunshine,
maybe
outdoors.
We're having seasonal depression. And I also felt like my house is so hectic. And I was like to Taylor, I looked at her and she's like, oh my God. And then I'm like, I know. I thought that if we went to Mexico that we'd be like rejuvenated.
No,
that didn't work. It was great while we were there, but holy shit, they're still there when we got home.
They didn't leave when we got home. Yeah, and I was just thinking, I'm like, what is this that people, and like, what do people look for? What's the weekend? Like, what do you like? Oh my God, I can't, like when it used to be Friday night and I'm going downtown now. And I have to make plans on the week. I have to make the plans on the weekend, like for everybody.
And even if you go out, it's like you want so much money, and you want the food to be so good,
and you want to go early because if you go too late, then you're tired. Like you don't want to go eat at 9 o'clock because you've already eaten your first dinner at like 6 o'clock. So then you're like, oh my God, I've eaten 3 dinners now, and then you get there and you've had 2 drinks, and you're not really hungry anymore.
Once you start drinking, I don't want to eat.
No, so you're just going to sit there to watch someone else eat and then try few bites.
It's very true. I want to go for cocktails, but I don't want food with it because then food just makes you full, and then you just stop drinking, and then you're not. I had the funny thing about energy and getting tired. I was driving the boys to school and we stopped at Starbucks to get their little pancakes.
Yeah, little pancakes.
And we drove by a girl and she had a coffee in her hand, and she was, I said she was 14, but maybe she was in grade 9.
Okay.
And I said, I'd like you guys to take note over there. I go, if you're 14 years old and you need a coffee in the morning, it was a nice coffee, and you need a nice coffee in the morning, that's not the kind of lady you want to go for, because by the time she's our age, she's already tired. At her age, she should have so much energy as a teenager.
Maybe she likes the flavor.
Whatever.
My daughter drinks iced coffee.
But you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't need to stop and get coffee.
How do you know she needed it?
In general, if someone needs coffee,
yeah,
then that's not the person that you want.
Oh no!
Because when she's my age, she gonna be tired.
Yeah,
if she's tired at 9 a.m., she gonna be real tired.
I think some of them love the flavor of it.
Well, then they should get decaf. You know what I mean?
She could have. I like that we're shaming her.
I'm not really shaming her.
I mean that she got it.
It was a life lesson. If you need coffee when you're young, if you get old, she gonna be really tired. Because I
actually don't know many people who need coffee.
Oh my God! Take a poll. Ask people.
Yeah, no, I don't.
They literally can't start their day without it.
That's not I don't know. I don't know anyone. Actually, my husband, like, I haven't had a coffee yet. He thinks it's like his morning thing, but like he can wake up and go the day and then get a coffee at like 10 o'clock.
I interview people a lot about coffee because I don't need it, but if I drink it, I get really hyper. So I do it for fun. It's sort of like drinking.
So how many people would you say need a coffee?
I mean, a lot of adults, not like they can't, like if coffee went out of business, they wouldn't die, but like they literally cannot start their day without it, and they need like a few cups.
So they needed to wake up, you're saying?
Yeah, to like get going.
To get going.
And they like actually rely on the caffeine.
I feel like that's a commercial.
It is apparently true.
I can't wait to take
you
a
and
poll.
I don't have that.
You need coffee to start your day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's more tea drinkers now, and I feel like the health world has really taken over. So now people don't drink. It's bad to drink coffee right off the jump, right off the hop.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Oh, very bad. You're not supposed to start with caffeine. You're supposed to start with like lemon water or like your vitamins in the morning. You're like chlorophyll and your green drinks, and then
not in Europe.
And then you go to your
green drinks. All the marketing things that cost money are now the new things that you have to get instead of a cheap little espresso.
Yeah, they're telling you caffeine.
How much can you spend before you have your coffee?
And protein in the morning too. So you're supposed to have like not caffeine on an empty stomach.
I had a thing this morning.
Yes, I saw.
Yep, then people is, how's your spoiled child? Oh, yep. It's all marketing. Oh my God.
Well, you don't think vitamins are real?
No, I just mean like it used to just be a coffee, but now you got to buy this and you got to buy that. Everyone was fine before. Everything was working.
But maybe now they don't need it because they have their green drinks.
I don't know. I said, yeah, everyone drinking coffee.
Yeah, coffee. I mean, Starbucks changed people's lives.
I know.
And Starbucks.
I remember when I was younger too, I heard that like the Starbucks coffee has like
the most
caffeine, and you can feel it. Like if you have a Tim Hortons or like a Dunkin' Donuts, and then you have a Starbucks, you're gonna get a real kick.
Does each brand, like each flavor, have some different potency? Like there's blonde, there's dark, there's
yes, but I was trained in coffee. People think that a dark roast has more caffeine because they think it's strong. So when I worked at a coffee shop, we had to do so much education for it. We'd go to like weekend like things and learn about it. And I hated the smell of coffee and drinking it. And I never drank it at all, but I listened. People say I want a strong coffee. Give me the dark roast.
Yeah.
But those beans have been roasted longer. So it's actually a stronger flavor, but it has less caffeine. So a mild...
Things you learn from Natalie every day. Things you learn.
A mild bean actually has more caffeine than a dark roast. And obviously people want, like, they just want to believe what they believe. So they'd be like, oh, I need something strong. I have dark. Okay, give dark.
Have an espresso.
I'm not having an educational morning with you. You know, I was a teenager at a coffee shop at 6 a.m. Sure, you can have what you want.
Yeah, just get whatever it's placebo. Take it, eat it, drink it, go.
And it still had caffeine. Don't get me wrong, but just people think dark is stronger. When I also worked at the coffee shop, it was right across the street from the strip club. Remember Cheaters?
Yes, I do.
And I'd work till like 11:30 at night, and the strippers would come over with their bodyguards, and they would get tea.
So they didn't get too much caffeine because you don't want to be too wired for...
Right. You don't want to get too wired when you're stripping on the pole in our neighborhood. I can't believe we had a strip club in our neighborhood. That was weird.
It was great.
It was
It was called Cheaters when we were teenagers.
I didn't even... No, nothing felt weird about it. In our neighborhood, Cheaters.
Yeah. It is weird, but also Hooters is weird too.
So weird.
Like if you think about Hooters, like actually like Hooters. Like
never forget the first time I went to Hooters.
Actually, I bet you now there's a restaurant called Balls. And it's like they wear really tight pants and you can see their outline of their, like John Hamm. Like John Hamm. I bet like...
Moose knuckles?
Yeah, like you probably see the balls in the shaft in
find it.
People's pants.
Speaking of that,
it would be called Moose Knuckle.
Yeah.
Like there's
I just said that.
Hooters. No, I'm saying it would be called Moose Knuckle. I said called Balls.
It'd be called Moose Knuckle.
Yeah, they would call it the restaurant. You'd go in and then all of them would be wearing gray track pants. Tight gray track pants.
That would be great. That would be even. That would be equal. But I was watching the Influence series yesterday, and speaking of balls and Hooters, there was a guy who basically opened up a restaurant called Brunch Bitch, and basically you'd go into, and he's like, I knew it was controversial, and I knew it was going to be like, but I knew as a marketing thing that it was going to work. So when you came in, you'd be like, hey bitch, like, and everyone would use the word bitch, and it was like Brunch Bitch. Anyways, this crazy influence
did take off.
It did, been this crazy influencer lady who used her influence to act like she was like, she had a YouTube show to act like she was a Kardashian. She opened up something called, let's say like Lunch Bitch. And she copied his idea down to the menu item. I didn't get to finish
Did he get in
that one,
trouble?
but yeah, he was like, I had to go after her legally. Like, what was she thinking? And it said inspired by Brunch Bitch, but everything was the same. So Brunch Bitch,
She
Hooters,
should have
and
called it
Miss Knuckles.
copycat. Then she would have really.
That would have been good marketing.
Yeah. Copycat bitch.
I don't know how that ended, but woo.
I've never heard of it, so I'm not assuming very well.
I Googled it.
And it's still around?
I looked up his Brunch Bitch.
And it's still around?
I think hers is probably out. Yeah, it still is.
What city?
Maybe Miami?
Huh.
Yeah. The guy was just like a marketing guy. He's like, I'm going to start a restaurant.
What's your favorite series you're watching right now?
Oh, thanks for asking. Okay. Well, I mean, White Lotus is really a hard one because it's so fucked up, but like
why does everyone like this show?
Setting.
Because it's on an island?
It's in Thailand.
Okay.
Like the other ones have been in like Italy, like beautiful landscape, amazing.
What is it? Just a bunch of people that go on an island, and it's a
same resort.
But it's like, so it's not the same people from Italy that are going. It's a new.
There's one character that's tied
new
over.
Resort, new people, new situation.
It's kind of like, yeah, like when Kat and I were in Mexico, we sat down when I first got to the resort, and I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in White Lotus, because it's sort of like, let's say you take 5 families or 5 scenarios. Maybe it's the workers, a family, a couple, a singles, and you get to go look inside their world
of what they're all doing,
what's really happening
resort.
Behind closed doors. And some of them are really relatable. Like there's 3 girlfriends that are like about our age.
Okay.
And, you know, they all come there and they think everything's great, but then you really dive into what's really going on in their lives.
What's really going on?
Well, one of them is single. And she's really successful in her business, but she's just kind of like, you know,
what's next?
One's an actress, and she's got a boyfriend, but he's not like calling her. And she's just like sleeps with a guy that works there.
Okay.
And then the third one is seemingly Stepford wife perfect.
Yeah.
But there's no way that something isn't going to come out with her.
Okay.
And then
like,
we have.
Do people die?
That's the weird thing that makes it not like a normal resort is people die.
Like lots of people?
So
So it's like a cruise.
It's like a cruise.
Because everyone dies on cruises.
Yes.
Lots of people die on cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people die.
Yeah, they have a morgue in the bottom.
They die on
refrigerators.
Cruises. Cruises and die. And I saw this thing where there was a TikTok and they said we have to turn off all the lights and we can't make noise because we're going through pirates. And I was like, yeah, I know. And you have to like hope that they don't overtake the ship. So
and I was like, the people that were on the cruise were being interviewed. They're like, this is really normal in these parts of the world. The people who are like freaked out about it, just like they don't come to this part of the world.
Pardon? Of course you don't. If you have to turn the lights off and pretend you're not on a fucking cruise because they're not like normal pirates. They're scary pirates. And
I mean, real pirates are really scary.
Yeah. I mean, they're not like, they don't have a parrot on their shoulder. Like the pirates are like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Like it's
but
like
these pirates are normally not looking to like necessarily to like murder everyone. They want to steal the stuff.
Well, that's fucking scary. Sorry, they're not looking to murder people, but they're going to.
They got to. And then I was like to Mark, I'm like, but I mean, a huge ship in the water is requesting them to turn their lights off really going to work? And he's like, from a really far distance in the ocean, yeah, it would help them go under the radar.
100%. You wouldn't be able to see it. But I'm like, at this point, they've got to have drones. The pirates have to have a drone. You would think they have got like heat detecting drones. And they're like flying drones.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It's so crazy.
Over the ocean to find the ships that are coming. And you also got to think that the pirates know the schedule. Like, wouldn't you just Google what the route was?
The flight path. I mean, the boat path.
I would think.
I mean, I'm sure all of the cruises that go from Miami to Bahamas are the same, but I guess this is another part of the world. They made it seem like it was really normal. It's not that much to worry about.
Pirates are very
normal.
Very common. A big part of the ocean.
I know.
Yeah, the ocean's a terrible place to be if you're asking me. Like
I'd like to have a reality show of pirates.
They would never let you. They're criminals.
I know.
They make a living off.
I know.
Stealing and killing.
I know. And I know.
Yeah, I don't even know where they live. Like during the day.
I think on the boat.
Yeah. Well, what do they do with all their money?
Well, that's a good point. If you're going to go and risk all, then they go give it to Big Boss.
Where? On the other boat?
On the island.
I think the whole thing is. But I do agree. I would like to see it. I've heard of the overthrowing of boats. It's very scary. I would never want to be on a sailboat or like in a yacht, like sailing in the middle of the ocean. Then pirates, who are you calling? 911? I don't think so. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're not safe.
Sounds kind of exciting.
You should go.
Once I slept on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
How far? Could you see land?
Just off of Mykonos.
Could you see the land?
I could swim.
Okay. So you didn't go that far. Like you didn't go so far that like if you had to
that was a weird situation, but that's another day.
If you shit your pants, did you know the people?
Like I just met them.
Did you sleep?
I slept there.
With someone?
Nope.
Horizontal tango?
Nope.
You just slept on your own in a bed?
Yeah.
Did you have a sound machine?
He was old. She was young. Just like a White Lotus. You know, in Thailand.
And you're by yourself?
My cousin. I met my cousin at an airport, and she's like, come sleep on this boat. And I'm like, okay.
Do you remember their names? Did they ask for anything?
Just my company.
Did you have to like sit and eat dinner with them?
Yeah.
And have a drink?
Yes.
You had to talk to strangers?
Yeah.
When you were younger?
Yeah, but I was with my cousin. It was her friend and her friend's man who had a boat, a yacht, more like a sailboat.
Were there other people there?
Just the four of us.
You are so lucky.
Lucky that I'm alive. And that guy was kind of a killer. He was really jealous.
What was your cousin thinking, taking you on a boat in the middle of nowhere with strangers?
I don't know. She went and continued to travel with them, I think.
Sorry, excuse me, what?
I know.
Well, that's not normal either.
I know.
Something happened.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think actually something bad happened.
I would think. I would think.
But I think everyone's alive.
Well, I think your cousin's still alive, right?
She's still alive.
Yeah, but I'm going to say that probably...
That girl's dead.
No.
That guy's dead. Everyone's
I was going to say...
She's lucky she
bad
survived.
idea to
yeah,
go
really
traveling
bad.
with a guy and a girl who looks like a killer, the guy.
Well, wow. I'd never said he looked like a killer.
And you don't have cell phones back then?
I said he was old.
You said he was a killer. Yes, you did.
I said he could have gone back. He didn't look like a killer.
Yeah,
he looked like a normal man, but older.
How old?
Oh, like let's say if we were 22, let's say he was like maybe 50.
Oh.
I know.
And he had a sailboat. So.
And his girl was younger than me.
Oh, wow. Cliche. And it wasn't even a yacht. It was just a big boat.
He was a sailor.
Did you have your own bedroom?
Yeah.
Did your cousin have their own bedroom?
Yeah.
And you couldn't talk about things that were going on in the boat?
I think we did. But I can't remember now. But I remember it being weird. Like
because you could hear everything.
And so then my cousin and I took the little dinghy and we went partying. And she wasn't allowed to come partying with us.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I know that. And then we dancing, partying. Then we took the little tugboat, and they were asleep when we got there, so they weren't even there to greet us back on the boat.
Basically you just went somewhere to sleep. So you got on a boat. And took a dinghy.
I know. I mean, I just escaped death.
You're lucky. There's shark-infested waters there too, right around the yachts, because food falls off.
I know.
Anyway, so White Lotus, is it worth it?
I'm a White Lotus from the beginning. I will never miss a season or an episode.
How many seasons are there? It just sounds so boring. Everyone's like White Lotus, but no one talks about what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we're kind of like,
so
if you're
boring.
a White Lotuser, you kind of know that like nothing really big happens till the last episode. But everything's really weird. And the one thing that nobody really likes about this is that the brothers have made out. Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, Arnold Schwarzenegger just became a billionaire. His son is an actor in it. And he kisses his brother, and then his brother gives him a hand job.
Ew.
I know. It really, you know what? It's real. That was a really bad part. I hate that part. Everybody hates that part.
Why did we do that?
I think the
Shock
director might
value?
be crazy. I think there's something about the director.
Oh, great. So that's great. That's terrible. Wow, terrible. That doesn't. I don't want to watch that
I know
now.
you don't want to watch it.
No, thank
It's
you.
horrible.
Well, I do want to tell you, The Bachelor in Paradise is coming back, and the seniors are going on. I
Yeah.
told you this, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to see
we'll watch it
what
together.
making out looks like.
Okay, and
with
I'm
seniors.
Oh, well, you could just watch The Golden Bachelor.
Do they? Bachelor
only one.
in Paradise makes out much more aggressively. Hey, I want to touch upon something quickly. And if all of you who watched The Bachelor, because I had Chloe watching it with me, okay?
Mm.
And so
I had TJ.
in the end,
Mm-hmm.
the girl he didn't pick,
Yes.
I forget her name already.
Yes.
Okay, so she was the Mormon.
Yes.
Okay. When she is saying, like, you crossed the line.
Yes.
You told me it was me all the way
Mhm.
until the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Was he wrong in telling her that? Or did he really think that? Did he have to say it so we could get everything out of them? Because me explaining to Chloe,
I know.
like,
And you know what? In this season, you didn't see him. You saw him kind of doing it, but in other seasons, they actually you hear them tell them you're the one to multiple.
Yeah,
that we saw it a little bit, because even just saying I'm in love with you to two people is very. And his whole thing was, and what they all say is, you never thought it was possible until it happens to you. But you're right. I think that you need to go there to see what you can get juice out of them, to see is this like, should I be falling in love with you? Are you actually in love with me? I need to know.
Like, I guess so. If you get that far, you like each other.
Mm-hmm. You like each other for sure.
So why do you need to know they love you? Because you could continue on. It doesn't end when you leave. So if someone loves you more, who cares?
Yeah.
You might get there with that other person. Yeah. If there's a connection, there's a connection.
There is something that happens on that show.
Because she's so mad at him.
Yeah. And I understandably what she's saying, I'd be like, dude, like, I thought we were having private conversations about you sort of letting me know that I'm the one. You know? And
she was so mad. And then she totally dissed his girlfriend by saying, well, I'm okay because I would never want to be on the other. Like, basically, like, she's
you don't
an
often
idiot.
See them get that mad.
She was so mad. So basically, at the end, the runner-up comes and is just devastated that she felt like she got, what's the word?
Bamboozled.
Like, yeah. She's like, you said these things to me.
Yeah.
She kept saying one thing, like, you crossed a line, or like, you did something. Like, you fucked up by telling me over and over again that I was the one. Like, not once, not twice, but over. Like, right up to the point where it was the next day. And you said to me, I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
I know. The only thing that, as far as the evidence that I saw, was she said, I don't want to go on the overnight. Like, she basically said, I'm not going to have sex with you if I know that there's still somebody else. If he was really that into her, he could have said to her at that moment, I'm not going to be with anybody else. And he didn't. So she had to know that he was still really in with the other ones. You know what I mean?
It's just so weird on that show because I watched Temptation Island, okay? So you watch Temptation Island and it's like a free-for-all. Like, it is literally a sexual referendum. I don't even know what referendum means. It is a sexual fucking free-for-all where there's no rules.
Mm-hmm.
The Bachelor must feed them something to make it so proper or so...
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'm like, watching those two shows in tandem was like, what the hell is actually going on?
I guess one can be on cable television, one cannot.
Because they never highlighted, and you think that would be the most juicy part of him saying, I choose you, I choose you, I choose you. That would have been really good TV, and they didn't show it.
But they have in past years, but not anymore.
I don't know why.
I don't know, but I mean, the craziest was when Claire was just like, in like the second episode or something.
Done.
She's like, later, I like him.
I know. And he did not like her.
He did.
She should have really gone. No, he did not like her. Dale did not like Claire.
No.
Dale was not. Dale was looking to get famous. Dale and Claire were not a match. He faked it. That was all of us could see.
He just had a boner. Remember when they had to hide his boner? I'm like, you're just horny for her.
You just want to have sex because you're with a bunch of guys and you're like, oh, this is fun. I'm chosen. She's kind of.
Do you remember when there was a season that he chose the girl, and then when they came again after the rose, he switched and she accepted?
Yep. But I'm excited for that, to see the older people make out. Like, I wonder if I want to see, because now I'm curious. We've talked a lot about like senior crushes. Okay. Now I want to see when they, like, how they actually.
Me too.
Like, do they actually?
Yeah.
Like,
right. Do they come in all swaggy?
I don't know. And like, how do you get there? Because they're with younger people too, I think. I think it's mixed ages on the island.
That is really hard.
Why?
I was thinking to myself, I was immediately thinking about like the men and the women, and like, you're older or whatever. So, things happen now. We're all on the beach, and then these like hot tickets come in. Older woman's trying to get the older man. But
I feel like those older women are so, like, what they wear, they're confident. I feel like they know they're like catches.
Yeah, some of them are.
There's young men are into older women right now.
I know.
Like, there's a lot of men who are digging the ladies.
We be hot tickets for the boys now these days.
Well, we're not as old as the Golden Bachelor going on.
No, we're not.
No, we could go on
later.
It would be like, no, we could go.
We're in the
now.
middle. We could host.
We could go.
I think Jesse Palmer does a great job, by the way, at the host of The Bachelor. I think he acts like enough fromage and enough Like, I think he does his job well.
Yeah, he does. I'm missing a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he's acting too sentimental about the whole thing. Like a little more like cheeky, like.
Yeah, he could be like Jeff Probst is really good from Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's the best host going.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
sure
but the
is.
Survivor host, he's like still got dimples. He's still got a strong jawline. I don't think there's much controversy about him, although he did leave his wife for one of the contestants.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
But, ages ago, I do think he's one. Actually, he would be my crush host.
Oh, okay, crush host. Okay, I'm gonna have a crush host now.
Yeah, tell me your crush host.
Well, it's not a game show.
What is it?
Trevor Noah.
He's a comedian,
but he was a host of a late night show.
No, it has to be. It has to be a cheesy host.
Cheesy host. Okay, I'll go with what's his name?
Who?
But he's
Jesse Palmer.
What does he host?
Bachelor.
Oh, sorry, Jesse Palmer. Oh yeah, I'll take Jesse Palmer. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's Canadian. He's like big.
Yeah,
he's like,
I'll take him.
I just feel like Jeff Probst is like so good at what he does, and he's so personable, and he like. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, yeah, I'm just trying to think of the name of another host that I'm thinking of, but I don't know if
what
he's
about
gay.
Steve Harvey? He's a good one too. Oh, Jerry D in Family Feud.
No,
he's a good time too.
He is funny. What's his name? It's like his, but I think he might have come out. I don't know if he came out as bisexual or gay. It doesn't matter. I could still think he's cute.
Oh,
you know, is it like is it unisex first name?
I know who you're talking about.
Not Tracy.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He sings.
Wade Wilson. Wade. Oh, Wade. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
They do like the comedy shows.
And, yeah, he's like
I know about.
Yeah, what's his name?
Shit, I can't remember his name. But yes, I do know who you're talking about.
He's cute.
Okay.
I always thought he was cute.
You know, I think that Jeff should go do The Bachelor.
Jeff doesn't have time for that. What season are we on, The Survivor? That's the longest standing job of all time.
I don't know, but he should definitely go and host The Bachelor and really fuck it up.
You and me.
I really want, I think we could add a little bit of Temptation Island into The Bachelor. Like, I think what they should do is bring 2 bachelors or 2 bachelorettes and a bunch of the people.
Oh, they did that once. They did 2 bachelorettes once. They did it together. Oh, gosh. How did that end? I feel like Caitlin Bristow might have been there for the 2.
Wasn't she a host? There was 2 hosts, a guy and a girl host.
Then once they had 2 bachelorettes. Oh my gosh, that's so long ago. I have to look it up.
I think they should have 2 bachelors and less girls. And then basically what happens is it's sort of like there could be multiple crushes. They're very similar, the bachelors.
Oh,
similar. So they're kind of like best friends. They're best friends. Maybe that will ruin the friendship. But like they have each other to go through the process.
Do you remember when they used to have a hidden person in there?
Yes.
That was why'd they take that away?
I don't know. And they should have more dates.
Mm-hmm.
Like more like
not enough, yeah.
More not just like cheesy, like go do that kind of date, but like more
experiential.
Like go to dinner at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Go out in the world.
Yeah.
And actually see what people are like in the world. None of these stupid fantasy dates.
Yeah. See how they order at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And put little mics on them, just like they do on those.
Go for coffee. Like walk in and go get coffee.
Yeah.
And like go see, and like they don't get to dress up. It's like it's like ambush. You're going on a date today. You don't get to go get ready. It's like you have 5 minutes. Go get ready.
Go change your tampon.
And then go out. It should be more Temptation Island-ish, where it's like they wake up in the morning together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? When they all lived in the house, they should all live in the house together. Actually,
they
should live in the house with. They should all live in the house.
That's like not Temptation. So many of them. The other one where they all live together, but it's boys and girls.
Oh, Big Brother?
No, well that too, but it's like a Temptation Island. It's the one that like Harry had his first go on.
Oh, I can't remember, but imagine that then they like sneak in your room at nighttime.
Yeah, they do that. Oh, Love Island. And yes, lots of sneaking the night vision cameras.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine?
Poor Bachelor. What's his name? Grant?
Yeah.
Poor Grant didn't get to do any of that funny business.
No, he just had to go.
He just goes from like single to married,
and then like throws like an axe. The dates are so cheesy. Actually, moms need to plan the dates, and they should literally bring a newborn baby.
That would be funny,
and a toddler with them. And like they have to babysit the toddler and try to talk while they have the toddler and the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I also like the idea of like along the lines of a what's it called? Amazing Race, whatever. You got to be put in a car, and you're lost, and you don't have Jeep, and you have a map.
That's a date.
And see how you behave.
That's a date. Yeah. And also, they give them like X-Lax and one toilet.
Really break it in.
Yeah. One toilet.
Well, we just did a podcast read for a new show that's coming out that has people living in a mansion together, celebrities and non-celebrities, Omarosa, and see for $1 million, do you work together or do you
fight?
Be selfish.
I can't wait. Okay, guys, that's your Roundup Tuesday. See ya.